A very warm welcome to the esteemed guests, principals, faculty, and participants of this faculty development program. I would like to introduce myself. I am Mrs. Hepzibah Beulah, Assistant Professor, and I will be your host for today's program. Before we begin the program, I kindly request you all to rise up for the Tamil Thai வாழ்த்து.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழி கொழுகும் சீராறும்
சிறந்த திராவிடனால் பேராடும்
கசிறு திலக உலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் சீரிழமை நிரம்பியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Thank you. You may be seated now. It has been an intensive 7 days, and we are here by the grace of the Almighty in the valedictory ceremony. Though the journey was painstaking for our entire team, the knowledge acquired was immense, and we feel that 7 days is not enough. We received around 500 registrations, and 380 participants were shortlisted based on the eligibility criteria. Around 200 participants have been regularly attending all the sessions. I take pride in stating that our institution has hosted participants from all over India, and the enthusiastic participation helped us to maintain the standard throughout the 7 days. It's time for me to quickly narrate the events of the program, starting with the much vibrant day one. The inaugural ceremony was graced by Professor Dr. N.S. Santosh Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, and Professor Dr. V. Vijay Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, National Law Institute University, Bhopal. The first session was continued by Professor Dr. V. Vijay Kumar and second session by Professor Dr. Bismi Gopalakrishnan. Madam chose an untouched topic on administrative law and enlightened the participants on the innovative ways to teach the subject to the students. On the second day, Dr. Sangeeta Laha narrated developments in women equality since ancient days till the present times. The afternoon session was filled with criminal law teaching methods by an expert academician, Professor Dr. D. Shankar. On the third day, we had two academic giants, Professor Dr. Soundrapandian sir from Andaman Law College and Professor Dr. A. Ambrose, sharing their expertise on labor law and international environmental law. The fourth day was another eventful day with Professor Dr. Padmavati Manchikanti from IIT Kharagpur explaining on the teaching techniques of IPR. The afternoon session was an outright teaching session by a teacher of many of the resource persons, none other than Professor Dr. M. Gandhi, Dean of VIT School of Law. The participants were left in awe by the teaching of Professor Dr. Vincent Comroch on the fifth day. We received many requests asking for sessions on jurisprudence and on interpretation of statutes by Vincent sir. The second half was led by Professor Dr. V. Balaji from the Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University in his own style of including management principles in the teaching methodology to make it more lively for the participants. On the sixth day, we had Professor Dr. C. A. Gurudat elegantly explaining the past, the present, and the future of law teaching in the Indian context. The second session by Professor Dr. G. B. Reddy was power-packed with all the recent judgments on constitutional law, and the participants had no time to bat their eye. Today, being the seventh day, Professor Dr. J. Kondaya and Professor Dr. Ebenezer Joseph took the participants on a digital journey. On all these days, attendance were recorded through Google feedback forms. The everyday updates were posted by the co-conveners through flyers in the Telegram group. All the queries of the participants were responded timely and to the satisfaction of the participants by the organizers. At the end of the valedictory ceremony, we will be posting the MCQ legal quiz, which comprises of 100 questions. Based on the percentage, the participants will be awarded grades and the digital certificates will reach the participants' email ID. With this, I conclude the report of the Faculty Development Program. It's now time to officially welcome everyone to the valedictory ceremony. Therefore, I request our dear Principal Madam, the Captain, Professor Dr. Gauri Ramesh, to deliver the welcome address. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Hepsi. A pleasant evening to one and all present here. With a heart full of joy, I welcome all the esteemed dignitaries and the participants to this virtual valedictory ceremony of this 7th and final day of the Faculty Development Program, conducted by the Chennai Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, Pudupakkam, and the Directorate of Legal Studies, Tamil Nadu. I welcome our chief guest for today, Honorable Dr. Justice G. Jayachandran, and it gives me immense pleasure to say that Justice is an alumnus of this prestigious institution. The lockdown has been so gracious to us that we were able to host the sitting judges of the Madras High Court as chief guests for various webinars conducted throughout the year. Our chief guest today has also been the Law Secretary of State of Tamil Nadu and is aware of the growth that the government law colleges have achieved with the guidance of the Directorate of Legal Studies. Honorable Justice, sir, is a man of few words, but a king of action. I wish to thank you profusely, Your Lordship, for taking the time out, even on a Sunday, to be a part of your alma mater. We are honored by your presence, sir, and I wholeheartedly welcome you once again to this event. At this juncture, I would be failing in my duty if I do not thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. N. Santosh Kumar, sir, of Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, who is actually the brainchild behind this FTP program, for his constant support and words of encouragement to all of us throughout this event. Our Director of Legal Studies, Professor Dr. C. Chokkalingam, sir, has now become a familiar face to the participants of this event, as he has shown his passion towards teaching, while his presence in many of these sessions amidst his busy schedule. We are thankful to you, sir, from the bottom of our heart for hand-holding us and guiding us in situations where your encouragement was our only pillar of support. It was an exciting journey for the past 1 week, different from the usual webinars. The inauguration session and the first session were a phenomenal takeoff and reached the sky. The highlight of the program was that we were able to maintain our participants in that celestial level throughout the sessions, as each session was handled by academicians who are equivalent to the stars in the sky. Their radiance has helped not just the participants, but also the organizers to get illuminated in the knowledge of law and the nuances of teaching. If not for this virtual meet, it would have been difficult to bring all these acclaimed academicians to one single podium. Only in the darkness can you see the stars. The quote stands true, as the darkness in the name of pandemic around us has helped us to see these stars. The brightest stars are those who shine for the benefit of all others here. And likewise, each resource person has spent their valuable time for the benefit of all the participants here. I take this opportunity to once again thank all the 14 resource persons and some of them who are all that they have graced us by this, their presence in this occasion. Professor Dr. M.S. Soundarpandian, sir, Dr. M. Gandhi, sir, Professor Vincent Kamrad, sir, Professor Ebenezer Joseph, sir, Dr. J. Kondaya, sir, Dr. Shankar, sir. Sorry if I've left a few others. So I thank once again all of you, sir, for making this FTP a very grand success. Dear participants, I hope that Our dream to bring out the shine in you and place you in the galaxy of academicians has been met with, and I wish to meet you all in other such academic events in the near future. As the convener of the event, I take this as my pleasure to congratulate all the co-conveners, Assistant Professors Mrs. Devi, Mrs. Hepzibah Beulah, Dr. Shyam Sundar, Mrs. Ramya, Mrs. Ayahini, and Mrs. Kritika, who have worked meticulously behind the scene for the smooth and successful conduct of this FTP program. Teamwork has always been the motto of our institution. And through every hiccups and glitches, the team stood together, and it turned out to be our best online program in this academic year. So I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all my other faculty members who are a part of this family team. I wish all the participants the best in all their future endeavors and a healthy, long life. And with these few words, I once again welcome all of you to this Faculty Development Program valedictory ceremony, and thank you. Over to you, Hepsi.
Thank you, Madam. As a co-convener, I narrated the week's event, and as a convener, Madam has thanked everyone for the support. It is impossible to clap with one hand, and therefore we requested the participants to share their feedback. We were amazed by the response, and we have a very short video to be played. I request Dr. Shyam Sundar to play the video for the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, organizing team of this faculty development program, and all the related speakers, eminent personalities who were a part of this event. Because of activities like this, budding aspirants or budding academicians like me get to know the legal as well as technical know-how of what exactly this particular faculty development program is all about and why is it necessary to attend all this, and at the same point of time why people like me who have just entered the academics field need to attend this. And it has become very pivotal for people like me to learn skills from these kind of opportunities and these kind of programs. And also when it comes to skill building and learning new type of skills, these particular program helped me a lot as to public speaking, as to nuances of teaching and bits and parts here and there. Overall it was a very enriching and learning experience. Thank you so much.
I would like to say that the FTP organized by Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, Chennai was extremely good. I would like to endorse it because of three aspects. One, selection of the topics which were highly relevant for us. Second, using the apt resource persons who have performed in an excellent way. And thirdly, the very cordial nature of the organizers who were supportive and helpful in all aspects, including always smiling face of your principal as well as her supporting staff who all helped us in all the ways. So congratulations for the whole team and best wishes for the future.
இந்த FDP எனக்கு பெரும் பயனை அளித்துள்ளது. மேலும் இந்த FDPயில் பாடவாரியாக அனுபவம் மிக்க பேராசிரியர்களை வைத்து அறிவுரை வழங்கியது மிகுந்த பயனை அளித்துள்ளது என்பதனை பணிவுடன் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்கின்றேன்.
डॉक्टर अंबेडकर गवर्नमेंट लॉ कॉलेज पुडुपक्कम द्वारा आयोजित 7 दिवसीय संकाय संवर्धन कार्यक्रम बहुत ही उपयोगी और संसूचनात्मक रहा है। निश्चित तौर पर यह कार्यक्रम हम सभी प्रतिभागियों के लिए बहुत ही उपयोगी सिद्ध होगा। मैं पूरे ऑर्गेनाइजिंग समिति को, आयोजन समिति को इसके लिए बधाई और शुभकामनाएं प्रेषित करता हूं। धन्यवाद।
From day 1 to till today, all the sessions were very much useful and interesting, and at the same time all the dignitaries gave their presentation in a crisp manner with a greater knowledge. We could learn how much the organizers are exhausted towards organizing this FTP program. I feel really happy to see the immediate responses in the Telegram app regarding the schedules in the the program at any time. I need to specifically thank the efforts of the whole team for organizing such a wonderful program.
FTP program on legal emerging trends on legal education, which is a very good program, well structured program, and which was beneficial for every participant of this program. Once again, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this FTP for giving this wonderful opportunity. Thank you all.
I take this opportunity to thank Professor Gauri Ramesh and her entire dynamic team for organizing this FTP. The sessions have been illuminating, educative and interesting, and teaching law would be really much more easier in the near future.
I feel that I have spent my time very useful and purposeful in this lockdown period by attending and listening all the sessions of this FDP program. I would like to thank the Karta of this program, Professor Dr. Gauri Ramesh Madam, and the coordinators for conducting an excellent event for the welfare of the law teachers.
And I'm quite sure that this program was quite excellent. All the speakers were extremely well, and they had done a great job. Many of the sessions on labor law, on administrative law by Bismi ma'am, and all the other sessions were quite rewarding, especially on women empowerment. All the speakers, especially David Ambrose sir, it was very great to listen to him, and Vincent Comrade sir. All the sessions were quite excellent.
Vanakkam. Thank you to the organizer to arrange this excellent faculty development program for the betterment of the faculties. This faculty development program really, it is enlightened and enriched my legal perspective with regarding to law teaching. It is very well useful to me.
I want to communicate my deepest encouragement to the organizers for organizing this beautiful event. I came across this program from social media and decided to pursue it, and I am feeling honored to be a part of it. Thank you.
Is very nice and successful in respect of the various experts from the other universities and colleges, the experienced expert. Thank you.
The program which I've joined was very well structured and very well explained program, and was very fruitful for me as a beginner. Me being a beginner, which was provided by the expertise in the field as such. And thank you so much for organizing such a wonderful event.
Experienced and expertised senior faculty members are guiding the young faculty members. So the young faculty members are learning a lot for developing the career in teaching through this virtual FDP program. Thank you for the organizers. Thank you.
Actually, this program is fabulous and amazing. So if this program has not been conducted in online mode, surely I would not have attended this highly valuable session. I thank the organizers for bringing various legal luminaries across the nation to enlighten us with their edifying presentations with a focus on the career development.
We also received some handwritten appreciations and some mails, and we don't want to leave any one of them for all the pain that they've taken and written as mail. So we have compiled everything into 3 slides, which will go on for a few seconds. And we thank you all for all the appreciations we have received from Pan India. This is what we as a team wanted, and we are glad we have achieved it. Now it's time to felicitate our chief guest. Leadership is about vision and responsibility, and we have such a person as our leader, the Director of Legal Studies. I request our respected Director, Professor Dr. C. Chokkalingam, to deliver the felicitation address. Over to you, sir.
Unmute, sir, please unmute.
Thank you, Ms. Epsi.
Thank you, sir.
A very warm good evening to all the legal luminaries, especially Honorable Justice Dr. D. Jayachandra. I'm really very happy to participate in the validated function because all the participants, right from our chief guest, may well aware of organizing such a wonderful program, how much efforts the organizers have to take, because in all the 7 days, the team headed by an able leader, Madam Gauri, really taken much effort and requested one of the best brains in India so that the participants are really being benefited. It's really very amazing. Of course, I too participated in some of the programs, unable to participate in all the programs. I missed it. Anyhow, I take this opportunity, first of all, to congratulate Madam Gauri Ramesh for organizing such a wonderful faculty development program, because it is a first of its kind. Really, the effort taken by Madam Gauri Ramesh brought laurels not only to the institution, but to the entire Department of Legal Studies. On behalf of the Directorate of Legal Studies, I extend my warmest felicitation to Madam Gauri. Due to paucity of time, it will be very difficult for me to mention all the supporting stuff, right from Hepzibah, Yahapi, Devi. Without such a supporting staff, it would be very difficult, because organizing such a program is not a one-man show. So much of effort, time, patience is required to organize such a program. So I congratulate all the team members who worked hard day and night for the success of the 7-day faculty development program. I congratulate all the faculty members of Chennai Dr. Ambedkar Government College. Good work. I'll be failing my duty. If not, I recollect, remember the hard work and the efforts taken by our Honorable Vice Chancellor for organizing this faculty development program. Because as Madam Principal rightly pointed out, this program is the brainchild of our Honorable Vice Chancellor. Due to his indisposed, of course, he is not in a position to take part in the validated program. In this occasion, I take this opportunity to thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor M.S. Santosh Kumar. Really, I'll be failing in my duty. If not, I recollect my dear friends, colleagues, seniors, especially I always proud to see. I was a student of Dr. Gandhi, one of the best teachers in India, if not in the world, because still I'm learning so many things from my teacher, Dr. Gandhi. He is also taking part in this validated program. I extend my special thanks to Dr. Gandhi. I am always indebted to you, sir. Of course, my colleagues, Professor Vincent Komaraj, Mr. Saundra Pandian, Professor Ebenezer Joseph. The Department of Legal Studies always indebted to them, because in all the formative years, because you all know the origin of our college, it was established in the year 1891. It almost crossed 130 years. in all these 130 years, how much pain and effort my dear participants have taken for improving the quality of education. I know I might not be a part of our reputed Madras Law College for so many years, but however, Professor Ebenezer Joseph, Professor Saundra Pandian, Professor Vincent Kamaraj, my dear friend Ambrose, they were part of the reputed Madras Law College when the college was so struggling to improve the quality of legal education. They have really taken much efforts, but as all you know, year 2018, due to the order passed by our Honorable Madras High Court, the college has been bifurcated and shifted to two places, one at Tiruvallur and the one at present headed by Madam Gauri. So I take this opportunity to all the professors who were behind the reputed Madras Law College. Today, the program achieved a great success only because of the efforts taken by the former professors, especially Professor Vincent Kamaraj, Professor Saundra Pandian, Professor Ebenezer Joseph, Professor Ambrose. So I take this opportunity as Director of Legal Studies to thank those professors, and they have really contributed for a great success of this faculty development program. My special felicitations to our chief guests, Honorable Justice Dr. G. Jayachandran. As principal of Government Law College, Belur, I was able to meet our Honorable Justice because, as Madam observed, he was the law secretary for 4 years. He rendered humorous service to the department for the welfare of the students, for the growth of institution. In all these 4 years, he has taken much efforts. And I take this opportunity. I thank our Honorable Justice, Dr. Jayachandran, for sparing his valuable time and take part and deliver the chief guest lecture on this occasion. I really congratulate all the participants because it will be very difficult nowadays for a law teacher to face the students, because for every student, the world is in their hands by way of a mobile. Nowadays, if a teacher gives a wrong information, there will be immediate repulsion. So the present day law teacher's responsibility is more. So by taking part in this very important faculty development program, I appreciate the eagerness on the part of all the participants to develop themselves. I take this opportunity to felicitate all the participants, and I congratulate all the participants and extend my best wishes to all the participants. I don't want to take much of your time. I take this opportunity to thank the organizers, especially Madam Gauri Ramesh and her team, the institution, the reputed institution, Chennai Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, Pudupakkam, for giving me this opportunity and inviting me to felicitate. I thank on behalf of the Director of Legal Studies, one and all. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much, sir, for such thoughtful words. Now I take immense pleasure in introducing our chief guest. As we have participants from all over the country, I take a few minutes to narrate about him. Honorable Dr. Justice G. Jayachandran hails from an agricultural family and did his schooling in Vellore, a district in Tamil Nadu. He started his law studies in 1983 and belongs to the first batch of the 5-year integrated law course. In his post-graduation in law from the Madras University, he secured the first rank, sharing with Mr. G. Guruswamy IRS. He was conferred doctorate by the Madras University way back in 2001 for his thesis on trafficking and control of narcotic drugs in India under the guidance of Professor Dr. N. Balu, former Vice Chancellor of NUALS, Kochi. He enrolled as an advocate on 28 October 1988 at Tamil Nadu Bar Council and joined the office of late Mr. N. Meenakshi Sundaram, father of Honorable Mr. Justice M. Satyanarayanan. Later, Justice worked under Mr. K.R.A. Muthukrishnan, Dr. T.S. Ramaswamy, and late Mr. P. Rajamanikam. He, along with Mr. P.N. Prakash, later Honorable Mr. Justice P.N. Prakash, and Mr. S. Rajendra Kumar, established the law firm Norton and Grant. He has handled cases both before the trial courts and appellate courts. In the year 1998, he was appointed as Additional Central Government Standing Counsel to represent central government in Madras High Court. Under the guidance of the then Additional Solicitor General, Mr. V.T. Gopalan, he appeared on behalf of several central government departments and institutions, including Customs, CISF, and BSNL. Under the tutelage of late P. Rajamanikam, the legendary prosecutor handled cases of NCB and CBI in the respective special courts since 1996. His Lordship also served as Special Public Prosecutor of CBI in trial courts at Chennai. He assumed charge as District Judge at Trichy and served as First Additional District Judge, Coimbatore, Special Judge for Central Bureau of Investigation Cases, Coimbatore, Additional Director and Director of Tamil Nadu State Judicial Academy, Special Judge of NDPS Act cases, Chennai, Principal District Judge Tiruvallur, and Principal Judge Chennai. Between July 2011 and February 2015, he served as a law secretary to the government of Tamil Nadu. He was elevated as the Judge of Madras High Court on the 5th of October 2016. With a short introduction, I take this as my absolute honor to welcome our Chief Guest, Honorable Dr. Justice T. Jayachandran, to deliver the valedictory address. Over to you, Your Lordship.
Thank you, Epsiba, but it was not a short introduction. At the outset, I'm very happy to be with you. The reason is very obvious. See, out of 14 resource persons who have given an excellent guidance to the participants, almost 12 of them are known to me, have been traveling with them in the journey of Tamil Nadu legal studies for the past 30 years at some point of time. And therefore, I was very happy when I was asked to give the valedictory address for this program. And it was always been my pet idea at all point of time, right from my college days, that law being a dynamic subject, law course, law study must also be dynamic. It cannot be static. And unfortunately, the education pattern which we follow, not only here, in other parts of the world also, it is very difficult to keep pace with the dynamics of the law vis-a-vis the legal education. But at least the faculties must know that we are teaching a subject which is very dynamic, and the students should know the current or the present legal position, and also they should have a vision what will be the future course of the law or the concerned subject. So this effort taken by the Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College to have a program for the faculty to give an insight on the emerging trends in legal education is a very good yeoman attempt. And I hope that the participants have been benefited to the maximum extent, and the number of participants and their feedback tells about that. And I congratulate the team, the persons who have visualized this idea, and the team which has implemented it. And quite naturally, I know almost all the resource persons, and they would have done the best to the faculty, to the participants. And also I know that most of them will always be ready to help the faculty whenever, at any point of time, whenever they contact them and ask for any clarification. And now I see Mr. MSS, Professor MSS on the screen. I still I regret that I was not able to utilize his knowledge and service in the Tamil Nadu properly I should say. But anyhow, he is a gem of a person, and his service is now been utilized by Andaman University. And naturally, as you said, now in a pan-India situation, knowledge somewhere is going to enlighten the persons everywhere in the world, and therefore it's a good attempt. And I'm very much moved by the way the Madras, Dr. Ambedkar Law College has taken this initiative. And though technically speaking, you are in the remote part of the Tirulur district, you people had the good idea of showcasing yourself, I will say like that, showcasing yourself, though you had a very rich tradition of 130 years. Anyhow, since you have been moved from the pivotal place at the heart of the Chennai city to some extreme end of the Tirulur district, and I also had some role in identifying that place 15 years ago. So anyhow, and you had taken this opportunity, this pandemic situation, as it's a boon in a way that we are able to contact each other, share the views, and able to organize these sort of programs with less cost. See, in a management, we always, that too in a government sector, organizing a program itself is very difficult. There will be a lot of hiccups, and the financial part will be more difficult thing. And this pandemic has taught us how to do things very cost effectively, and also with very wide range. See, I saw participants from Assam, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, Ernakulam, throughout the country. They are able to come, and they are Orissa, and they have participated, they have gained some knowledge. And there's one thing, it's always people used to say that knowing what you don't know is the power. So when we attend meetings like this, program like this, we come to know what we don't know. That's, we empower ourselves by knowing what we don't know. Or there is a possibility of rethinking, thinking again, unlearning, learning new things. Because law, as I said, being a dynamic subject, what we learned in a law college 30 years ago is not the same law now. More particularly, after 2000, if you see, we have nearly 30 legislations, new legislations, very relevant, and have impact in the litigations. But unfortunately, our system does not allow us to make immediate change in the curriculum or in the syllabus. At least once in 5 years or once in 6 years alone, we are changing our syllabus or curriculum or add some new subject. By that time, students are not able to get the latest legal nuances, and they are almost outdated when they go out from the law college. And now there is a loud thinking throughout the world, not only in India, throughout the world. They think that there must be a reform in legal education. There must be change in the format of legal education. And as I said, law is a dynamic subject, but society is more dynamic. Since society is more dynamic, to change the law according to the social thinking itself takes some time. And thereafter, when we start teaching that law to the students, there is a huge gap between the social thinking and the actual position as on date and the law what we are teaching to them. Therefore, there must be something, a methodology to bridge this gap. For instance, I can simply say that this child marriage or this LTGB cases. See, society has started accepting this transsexual and unisexual relationships and everything. Society has accepted it, but law has not changed. And what we teach to them still is unnatural offense, all those things. And it takes so much years and time for the court to say something proactively, and it will take some more years for the legislatures to amend it. And this gap must be reduced. But certain things are within our limit, certain things are not within our control. But as a law teacher, you can always tell the students about the future of the law. For example, I will say, when we were law students in 83, 84, 85, the main thrust in teaching was on fundamental right, public interest litigation, so on and so forth. But within 10 years, the focus changed to international law, WTO, GATT, and all other things because of the globalization. In 2000, that was the major topic for discussion, and a new international economic order was spoken by most of the resource persons and most of the legal experts. Now, slowly, from globalization, we are again coming back to the nationalization. We say, and immediately after World War, we thought that United Nations organization is going to be the panacea for all the evils, for everything. And most of the nations also thought that war is the scourge of the society. We should stop it, and it had its own benefits. But after 60, 70 years of its functioning, we know that what are the weaknesses of the United Nations organization. And now legal experts think of an alternate. This thought, this idea should be inculcated to the students. As a law teacher, you have that role, you have that responsibility also. So this program, I think, should have given some insight to the participants. And in future, I wish and hope that you will be doing this sort of program at regular interval, and then make the faculty to deliver things which will be thought-provoking to the students. See, legal education as such basically is for future lawyers. And future of the lawyer depends upon the prospects of the legal profession. Put it other way, unless and until there is good prospects for legal profession, there will not be much taker for legal education. And if there is no taker for legal education, we are not going to think of changes, will be static. That's the thing really happened before 1980. Only thereafter, the change in the legal education system itself was introduced, and the things started moving in the right direction. And the national law schools, 5-year integrated course are all some of the changes which has brought enormous difference in the legal education. And now, those days, these moot courts are all very rare phenomena in the law colleges. And now it has become part of curriculum. Likewise, in future, use of this technology, we should also have simulation thing or legal clinic, all those things, some more practical classes rather than textbook studies. Traditional textbook studies is no more an effective way of teaching law. When the student goes out of the college, he must be aware or he must have some knowledge how to handle a client, how litigations get brewed, and how it has to be sorted out. Some hands-on training about litigation. And now, 2 days back, I read in the paper that some colleges offering exclusive law degree for judicial post. Yes, it's good, because those days, if the person does not get admission in any of the college, they used to come to law college. That's what people used to say. That is all some 40, 50 years ago. It's not the case now. But the things have changed. And a person who enters the law college comes with a vision, comes with a dream. And now in the law college, it's well and good that we can have branches or courses which will train exclusively for litigative purpose, for commercial administration purpose, for judiciary, for teaching. That also in future may be a possible way or a change in the legal education, we don't know. But all these things we can visualize as a law teacher even now. See, recently I read an article, a research paper, in fact, by a law society in UK. They have collected a lot of information, ideas, they have interviewed several persons, and they have just come out with this research paper. What will be the future of legal profession? What will be the future of law teaching in 2020? They say that there is going to be a paradigm shift in the power center, both economic and military strategy. And they doubt whether the present setup of the world organizations will exist or not. They say that the social outlook of the society may change. In a micro level, if I think and I fit all this outcome of this research to Indian society, first of all, as I said, legal education is for lawyers, future lawyers. And from the future lawyers, now we get teachers, judges, and law advisors, so on and so forth. For existence of this category, there must be a robust constitution, robust government which adheres to rule of law. And only then only all the other things will follow. And how the Indian constitution is going to function or in which direction it's now moving on, these are all for the law teachers and the faculties to think about, and also to enlighten the students, because they are going to, in future, they are going to be the lawmakers, they are going to be the opinion makers, and they are going to be the persons who are going to defend the present constitution. So these some out-of-box thinking may also required. Let's not wait for the legislation to change. As and when the society changes, and when we know about such certain changes, the faculty should be abreast of that, should rise to that. And these sort of programs are definitely going to help the law teachers to think in a novel way, in a different way, and a fruitful way. And therefore, I once again congratulate the team, the resource persons, and the efforts taken by all the members of the Madras Law College. And I hope your service will continue. And I hope the faculties who are trained in this program will carry the message, and they will implement in their respective colleges And this is the small spark. In few years, it will come out very well. And I wish you and bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Lordship. Actually, our college is in Pudupakkam, which is behind Zipcot IT Park. And that's the reason the influence of the IT industry has made us techie law teachers, and our college has become a technology-oriented college. Thank you, Your Lordship.
Yes, in fact, the major threat for legal profession is going to be the artificial intelligence, and it is all how we are going to take it.
Absolutely, Your Lordship.
And yes, you had the influence of the IT park. Thank God. Sometimes I used to think that we have chosen a wrong place, a remote place where students will be very difficult to go over there. But now I find that you are under the shadow of IT park, and therefore you'll be head and shoulder above all the other colleges.
Absolutely, we are on high demand, Your Lordship. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Initially, we were 3 co-conveners, and we had a very tough time burning midnight oil to make this a successful event. Right from day one, Dr. Shyam Sundar V, the man behind the screen, shouldered all the responsibilities. From the preparation of brochure to the final certificate issuance, every part was taken care by us and were not outsourced to any outsider. Apart from this FTP, we were also involved in conducting 9 webinars at international and national level during this month of June alone. It was a great experience to team up with efficient faculty and create history. Mrs. Devi J assisted in beautifully coordinating the inauguration and the valedictory ceremony. Our captain, our principal, Professor Dr. Gauri Ramesh, is a model leader. She was with us in all our virtual discussion through late in the night, hand-holding us through every minute aspects of the program. The 7 sessions were also moderated by Mrs. E. Ramya, Mrs. Ehaini M, and Mrs. Kritika D. We thank them for the helping hand provided to us and the beautiful moderation at the last minute. Thank you so much. With this, I request Mrs. Devi J, Assistant Professor, to deliver the official vote of thanks. Over to you, ma'am. Ma'am, you have to unmute yourself.
Unmute, please.
Yes.
Thank you, Mrs. Hepzibah, ma'am. Good evening to all. I am honored to have the opportunity to give a vote of thanks on this special day on behalf of Chennai Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, Pudupakkam. I would like to thank our chief guest, Honorable Dr. Justice G. Jayachandran, Madras High Court, Chennai, who despite his busy schedule has found time to grace this occasion. I thank you wholeheartedly for accepting our invitation to act as a chief guest today and deliver the valedictory address, Your Lordship. I sincerely extend my heartfelt gratitude to Your Lordship. Once again, I thank you, Your Lordship. I would like to thank our chief guest, Professor Dr. N.S. Santosh Kumar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Tamil Nadu Dr. Ambedkar Law University, Chennai, for making this event a great success. Due to unavoidable circumstances, Sir was not able to join with us today. We are always grateful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for his words of encouragement and moral support in all our endeavors. Once again, thank you, sir. I would like to thank our most respected, beloved Director of Legal Studies, Professor Dr. C. Chokkalingam, sir, who graced the occasion with his presence and guidance. Thank you, sir, for sharing with your thought-provoking address and for your unwavering support in all your efforts. I sincerely thank our most respected Director for his inspiring mentorship. I thank you once again, sir. I would like to thank our most respected principal, Professor Dr. Gauri Ramesh, for her valuable guidance, encouragement, and moral support in making this event a grand success. I am very grateful to her for having given us an opportunity to organize this event. Thank you, madam. I thank all the distinguished resource persons, Professor Dr. M. Gandhi, sir, Professor Dr. Ebenezer Joseph, sir, Professor Dr. David Ambrose, sir, Professor Dr. Vincent Kamraj, sir, Professor Dr. M.S. Soundrapandian, sir, Professor Dr. Kondaya, sir, and other resource persons for sharing their expertise in teaching law for the benefit of all the participants. Next, I would like to thank the principals of...
Ma'am, your voice is not audible.
Your voice is breaking, ma'am.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes,
Now
now
you're audible. Please.
I would like to thank the principals of various law colleges.
Ma'am, again you missed.
Yes, sir. Am I audible now?
Yes, yes,
Yes, sir. Next, I would like to thank the principals of various law colleges, Dr. S.M. Balakrishnan sir, Principal, Government Law College, Namakkal, Professor Dr. S.S. Swaminathan sir, part-time lecturer, Chennai, Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, and the HODs of Tamil Nadu, Dr. Ambedkar Law Institute. They have blessed us with their. Thank you.
Your voice is low. Your voice is low, ma'am. Your voice is low. Again.
It's okay, ma'am. Proceed. Maybe there's a technical issue.
Yes, due to technical snag, my voice
Please
is very
proceed.
low.
Please
Sir.
proceed. No problem.
I would like to thank our organizing team, Mrs. Hepzibah Beulah, Dr. Shyam Sundar, Mrs. D. Kritika, Mrs. Ramya, and Mrs. N. Egagini, and all other faculty members of Chennai Dr. Ambedkar Government Law College, Pudupakkam, that the program was conducted smoothly without any glitch. Finally, I thank all the wonderful participants who have turned up in such a great numbers across the nation to make this virtual event a grand success. Thank you so much. I once again thank you everyone whose contribution has made this program a successful one. Thank you all.
Thank you, madam. Now we will be winding up this week-long event. But before that, I would like to remind the participants that the feedback link and the MCQ legal quiz link will be posted in the chat box after the ceremony officially ends. Thank you, everyone. I request the audience to kindly rise up for the national anthem.
Thank you. Before national anthem, I want to tell one thing. So this is one of the most achievable thing which we have achieved. Our principal ma'am and Hepzibah ma'am, they daily sleep at 1 o'clock only. I will sleep at 12 o'clock. They will sleep at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock only. This is because she told us, but she is not told herself. But she is only deserve everything. Thank you.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे.
Thank you, everyone. That was a wonderful view of our college. It's not where you are, but how you make use of the opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Lordship. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, DLS sir. It was an honor having all of you here in this really memorable event in our college history. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir,
Yes,
David
sir.
Ambrose, sir. Thank you, sir. Vincent, sir.
Sir, thank you. Thank you very much, Ambrose sir, Gandhi sir, and
Gandhi, sir,
Chandra
Kondaiya,
Pandit sir,
sir.
Kondaiya.
Thank you, madam. I joined late, madam, because I had another thing
Yes.
as I told you. So I joined now, madam. Thank you, madam.
Yes, sir.
So
Thank
nice
you.
to see you, Kondaiya. Nice to see you.
So good afternoon, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, good.
Good pleasure, sir.
Balakrishnan, how are you?
Yeah, sir, quite fine, sir. Quite fine, Jilil, sir.
Vincent Kamaraj is from France.
Yes, I am very much from locality.
Okay, then. Can I leave? Chokalingam, thank you.
Thank you very much,
sir.
Ambrose. Thank you.
Thank you for all the organizers.
Thank you all the participants. Thank you all the
All the
resources.
best
Thank
to
you.
everybody.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank
All
you.
the best.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. All your blessings, sir. I'm completing 2 years of principalship today, sir. So
Congratulations,
Very, very
madam.
nice.
Congratulations.
Nice. All the more.
When we are getting the invitation for the buffet.
for the
Buffet.
definitely, sir. Once normalcy and the hotel.
Oh, already normalcy has come in Chennai. No problem. Next week onwards.
Yes,
You can
sir.
call
Done,
me.
sir. Done, sir. Ambrose, sir. Killata. Done, sir.